Hello, everybody. Randy Patterson here with Boomerocity. Last year, I interviewed Rudy Gatlin for the first time, and I think I might be starting a new Christmas tradition because I got to interview him again just now. He was on his way back from Indiana, heading down, I think it's Indiana or Illinois. You'll hear it on the audio. And we are talking about an upcoming show that's coming to my neck of the woods here in Knoxville, Tennessee. A Christmas show that he and his brothers are going to be doing, and I had an opportunity to talk to him real quickly. You'll get to hear what they've been up to this year and what's coming up for next year. So without any further ado, here is my second interview with the great Rudy Gatlin. As always, please don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends about us, share the interview. For anybody else who are Gatlin Brothers fans or who might like what we do here on Boomerocity. So until next time, this is Randy Patterson with Boomerocity. Take care. Hello, this is Randy.
Randy, this is Rudy. How you doing?
Rudy, how you doing? It's been a year, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, pal.
How was the gig last night?
Always wonderful. It's a beautiful theater up there in Joliet, Illinois, the Rialto Square Theater. Gosh, we had not worked there in several years, but it was beautiful. Great theater, great to go back. It's always great to go back to these great theaters like the Bijou coming up.
That's right. That's right. Thanks for taking the time to call me to talk about that show. Before we get to it, though, how has 2023 treated the Gatlin Brothers this year?
Oh, it's been a good year. We cut back a couple of years ago. We do about 40 to 60 dates a year, and we're real busy during the Christmas time. November, the end of November, first all of December, we do Christmas shows. So I think we're doing, plus the Opry Country Christmas shows at the Opry House. I think we're doing, how many total Christmas shows? 25, probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be ready for Christmas.
10 on the road, 10 at the Opry. Yeah, about 20.
Yeah. Well, you'd probably be ready for Christmas to be over with by then, huh?
Well, I hate it when it's over because we try to enjoy it through December, but we're working and got a lot of balls in the air, prepping dates and doing dates and calling and traveling and doing it. And then all of a sudden it's Christmas and it's over. Wait a minute. You have to enjoy it. It's enjoyable work. We get to spread the Christmas cheer, at shows we do. So we have a little Christmas every night. Not every night, but every time we do a show.
There you go. Well, that's cool to hear it. And I'm looking forward to catching your show next week and experience it myself for the first time. But
all right.
Well, you guys have been at it almost 70 years. I mean, good Lord, did you ever think it would go this long?
No, good Lord, we were just trying to do it. We just were thinking, man, we'd like to sing together, although we were normal kids growing up playing football and baseball and just going to school and being normal kids.
Mm-hmm.
And we dreamed of getting this thing together, but I never thought past that.
Right.
Really did. We just thought, it'd be nice if we could get on TV like the Osmonds.
Right.
I hated those guys. They were on TV and we were in Odessa, but Andy Williams found them in LA, so we were in Odessa. So, we'd watch them on TV, and I told them about that years later. I hated you guys. You were on TV, and we were stuck in Odessa, but I love Odessa.
Yeah. Well, I have to admit, Rudy, I hated the Osmonds too. I grew up in Phoenix, and I thought Donny Osmond, he was getting all the girls that I wanted to get at my school, and he got to dress like Elvis at the time, and it made me doubly mad. So,
man, yeah.
So we're in the same club, man. So, but yeah, 70, going on 70 years, not quite there yet, man. What's the biggest change you've seen in all that time in this business?
Well, good Lord. I mean, from the style of country music.
Yeah.
We came along in the 70s and 80s when it was changing a little bit from, the Johnny Cash and the Merle Haggards and the Loretta Lynn's and great traditional country music.
Mm-hmm.
We put our twist on it. Gatlin music is a little different than what they did. Alabama's was a little different. The Oak Ridge Boys were a little different than everybody else. And the Ricky Skaggs and and Ronnie Millsap and
Mm-hmm.
Crystal Gale. We were all, Lee Greenwood. We were all a little different. We did our deal, and it was a little bit different than our predecessors.
Yeah.
And now these guys that took over the 80s, a little different. And then the 90s, 2000, it just keeps evolving,
Mm-hmm.
into, so it's, that old saying, it's not your daddy's country music or it's not your granddaddy's country music. Well, it's not. That's okay.
Yeah.
It evolves.
Yep.
So technology's been another great advance. Holy cow. It's unbelievable. And I love technology. Trust me. I love it. I can't, I don't understand a lot of it, but that's okay. I know how to use it. And man, the things we do today at our fingertips on these phones.
Oh, I know.
cow.
I know.
Unbelievable what we can do. So I love it. Let's see, hairstyles, wardrobe changes. We've got a little fatter. We put on a few pounds.
What's this hair you're talking about, man? I'm losing it all the time. What?
We used to have hair. We don't anymore. But long hair was in the 70s and 80s. Go back and look at some of those, and then the short hair is in, and then the country outfits are a little different. Now they don't some wear country outfits. Most of them, I don't know. The girls seem to be dressing up quite a bit. The guys, I don't know. But, that's the way it goes. Things change and not much I can do about it. So I'm just going to do my little deal and get on down the road.
Well, you guys are doing it quite well, and especially with that beautiful catalog of hits you guys have. I'd like to ask you about one. I'm working on a little 1 minute, 2 minute series, and I would love to get your stories to see if you have any stories that have surrounded your first big hit, Broken Lady, because I can imagine you guys probably have heard a story or two since that song came out about how it might have touched a person or two. And anything unique out of that?
That particular song?
Yeah, the song and what it's meant to people, stories you've heard back from people.
Well, I guess we've heard a few about that, but we've heard more about song "Help Me" or "Done Enough Dying."
Tell me about them.
Houston. Well, I don't. I haven't. I'd have to pull out the letters, cards, and all. But gosh, I can't think of it off the top of my head. But a lot of times, it's been the one about the song "Help Me" because it says, "Lord, help me walk another mile." So it's I help. Calling for help song. We've all been there.
Yep.
And people have shared their thoughts. I needed that song at the time when I lost a loved one or went through a heartache of some sort. Houston brings back memories of the great Houston rodeo, and all the gold brings up memories of maybe people going to California to try to, strike it rich and be famous and all that. Yeah. But that's a good question. We need to probably write it down or go back, get those letters, cards and letters that poured in by the 10s and 20s, and read some of those comments about the song, the gospel songs.
Oh yeah,
nerve, touch their hearts. So
oh, maybe we
be able to do that.
Yeah, maybe we can circle back and have a chat just on that, just what the fan feedback has been on your hits, because I know. I mean, speaking as a fan, there's, it's the songs that reel us in, and every time they pop up, man, we flash back, don't we? It's
absolutely, absolutely. I hear songs on the radio, and I listen to the radio, and it takes me back to, my teen years, like Paul McCartney is still enormous, a gigantic artist, and he's got new material out, new records out, and you see it on Facebook and on hearing about it, and you hear about it, and it takes me back to when I was 11, 12, 13 years old when I first heard, I Want to Hold Your Hand or the Beatles, other songs. It's just, wow, that was a long time ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Songs throughout the time have brought up wonderful memories, sad memories, but hopefully happy memories.
Yep. Well, you guys got to contribute to those benchmarks, those musical benchmarks for all of us, and we get to enjoy that. So going to the Christmas show, and especially one coming up next week in Knoxville, what can fans expect? What are you guys going to do?
Well, we're going to do some hits up front, and we'll throw in a couple of misses to make you appreciate the hit.
Yeah.
And then we'll take a little intermission and come back and sing the wonderful songs of Christmas.
All right.
Cut up a little bit, have a big time. So, yeah.
Yeah.
We love coming to BSU. Wonderful crowds we get there.
Yeah. It's a nice little venue, nice and intimate, and not a bad seat in the house, really. So that's, I'm looking forward to the show. What's on your guys' calendar for 2024? Anything new and exciting?
Basically more of the same. I was talking to Steve Smith, our guitar player, this morning. I said, I think I'll write a book. One of the titles, one of the working titles would be, it's what we do.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Well, we travel, we sing, we sleep in hotels and airports and eat out a lot and entertain and travel. And what is all that? Well, it's what we do.
Yep. Yep.
And so 2024 will be more of doing what we do.
Yeah.
Traveling, singing, sleeping in hotels and airports, and about an hour and a half in between all that traveling and checking into hotels. And we get to entertain and have fun. The fun part is when we're on stage, do what we do. It's just all that other stuff in between, that's not that it's not enjoyable, but no, it's not that enjoyable as as most people know, traveling not that much fun anymore.
No.
But it's what you got to do to get to Knoxville.
That's right.
Y'all won't come see us, we'll come see y'all.
There you go. Well, what's any new music planned in 2024?
Well, we've got the record out called Amazing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's doing pretty good. And another tune called Fair Winds. And we will release, the way you do it now is you release records every couple of months. So that's what we're doing.
Why not? Fans are always ready for them too.
Oh,
so.
no.
Yeah.
Really get some.
Well, Rudy, I know you're on the road and you guys are doing what you do, and that's what we appreciate. And I look forward to catching you next weekend at the Knoxville Bijou. And as always, my door's always open to you and the brothers. And if you got something new going on, let's get on the horn here and make fans aware of it. And I'll do my part to help.
Well, you got it, pal. We'll I appreciate your help on that. They can go to Spotify or any of those social or go to our website, GatlinBrothers.com, and you can go to all the social platforms of the media. What do you call it? Spotify's and
The streamers.
Streamers, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can download the new records.
All right.
Wherever you get your music.
All right.
I'll be there.
That's what we're doing. All right, man. Stay safe. I'll see you next week.
You got it.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.